when they are consuming your minds and your thoughts and your dreams, from the angels to the demons and to the mysteries unseen, there is no need to worry. There is no need for dread. It's just time to discuss the thing at the foot of the bed.
Good evening, and if you're just tuning in, you are listening to UFO Paranormal Radio Network and United Public Radio Network, or we just like to call it UPRN. And we're listening. You can listen to it on 105.3 and 107.7 out of the beautiful city of New Orleans, Louisiana. And this is The Thing at the Foot of the Bed. I am one of your hosts. My name's Lorilei Potvin. I am a Canadian spiritual medium, crystal Reiki energy healer, Akashic Records practitioner, spiritual teacher and mentor, budding animal communicator, registered nurse, well-versed in the paranormal and well-versed in near-death experiences for over 40 years, having had one as a toddler myself. I'm going to introduce my amazing co-host in just one moment. And you guys, welcome. If you're here, we see Jonathan Keyworth. We see Howie in the audience already. And you guys, we are so glad to have you here live because David and I have officially had this show going for a year, actually tomorrow, but we're celebrating tonight. So thank you for being here. If you want to join in the conversation, like Howie, we got, it must be Faye. I see Facebook user. She said, hello, guys. Rogers and I are listening. And like Jonathan and Howie, all you have to do is head over to UFO Paranormal United Public Radio Network on Facebook or YouTube. We're streaming to David's YouTube channel, The Spirit Experience, as well as his Facebook group by the same name. We're streaming to it's the Angel Rock with Lorilei Potvin on YouTube. We're on Canada's Most Haunted, and we have our own TV channel on the network here. If you want to find it, it's on Roku. You're going to sign into your account, go to the channel store. You're going to look for UFO space P as in paranormal. There's a drop-down list. We're about the third or fourth one down. And that's the one you want to see. So we are streaming there tonight. And as of next Monday till the end of January, I'll be streaming my second show that I do on my own on Monday nights here, the Angel Rock from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 8. I'll be streaming on Roku there too. So I got to give a big shout out to our network because we've got great shows on Roku. You want to check it out. And we've got all kinds of new hosts on the network as well and new shows. We're streaming 7 days a week, multiple shows. And when we're not streaming live, the archive server's kicking in. It randomly picks shows over the past 25 plus years, I believe we've been on. And we have something for everybody there. So if you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, Dave, I don't think I forgot anything. Tell all about you. Hi, Sam.
Hi, guys. I'm David Hanzel, spiritual medium, angel channeler, channel writer, all kinds of stuff. I love the paranormal. I love metaphysics. And I just got to tell you guys something real quickly, because while you were talking, I was looking down. I had just picked up this box that's in my hand. And I was just picked it up and I was looking at it. And you said, because Faye and Roger came in. And I heard you say, it must be Faye. And I'm thinking, what? Because I had picked up my forced Faye cards. And when you said Faye, I'm like, how did she know I just picked up my deck of cards? I got
yes, Jonathan, I heard you joined David on TikTok. I am in the middle of organizing and purging. I'm not making a resolution, but it must be done. Yes, Faye and Roger Garza.
I happened to be looking at this deck right when you said that. It's Forest Faye.
That's a beautiful deck.
That's why when you said Faye, I looked down. I'm like, how did we know? And I'm like, oh, that was funny. That was coincidence when coincidence never happened. So that was.
I want to say hi to Kason. We've got this Sri Lanka's in the house. I don't know who this Facebook user is. I put up how to stop the Facebook user thing, but David and I have actually experienced this myself too on StreamYard. You can just look above from wherever you're watching. You should be able to click to give permission to StreamYard right at the top of the page, right, Dave?
Yep. There's a little. Links right across there in blue. Click on it, and you just hit yes, and it clicks you right back in. It takes literally 30th of a second. It's very quick. Hello, Sri Lanka, Kason, and Diane.
Sandra Sharp, you got Phil Wilson. Let me see, who else am I missing? Jackie Lane, we got some new people here tonight. We're glad to see you. Jackie Lane, we've got Diane Brighton, and we want to wish you Happy New Year. We haven't had a chance to wish everybody Happy New Year. Can you believe it's been a year already, Dave, that we've been doing this show?
No, it doesn't actually. It went by pretty fast. I think I missed the whole year.
I know when Halloween came around, and then I started realizing, holy crap, that's when we started planning the show. And then we decided the first Thursday after New Year's, we were going live. So it's pretty easy to remember when our first year anniversary is. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. So we talked about it. And we thought, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? So if y'all want, we can do a few readings. I've got a whole whack of videos picked out for spooky, scary, different types of stuff, strange, unexplained. You guys know I still love to sometimes throw in things that are a little iffy out there that I might call fake myself, but I love to see what other people see, because I think it's a good educational thing to look at, to know how to debunk whether something is paranormal or it's not, or where we see on many which aren't real, reality TV shows claiming it's a demon, and that's not quite how it is. Oh, we got to read Howie's comment. Hi, Facebook user. We're not sure who that is, but welcome. So Howie says, happy anniversary. Happy. So proud of you guys. I just love the show and I love y'all's energy. I'm glad I'm able to be here. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you guys. Much love. Right back at you, Howie.
Thank you.
And we got Lizzie McLeod, and she said, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to do some shout outs. I usually do this for people.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, targeting the JK47 hits a year at the end of March. So early.
Congratulations.
He's on Tuesday afternoons, everybody. You want to check him out. I believe it's noon Mountain. Is it Pacific? I think it is, or it's a Mountain. I can't remember. Put the time in, Jonathan, in the chat, please. Howie has the Riff Nation Network, and he has his own show, The Orion Effect, and we've been on that before and had such a great time. Oh, Linda Nelson, we can see her now at work. Linda Nelson, we're showing you at work. Good job. And then also I want to give Faye and Roger a shout out, because we just figured this out before the show. I'm going to be joining Faye on Garza. Both Roger and Faye used to be on the network, and they've gone back to just going to Facebook and YouTube. And I don't say just, but they're still doing their show. They're big friends of the network. So I'm joining Faye on her new show. I'm so proud of her. Next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern on Faye's Angels. Then Roger has, and Faye do together, Latino Psychic, I think it's Visions, on Wednesday nights. And then Saturdays, they do This Mug's For You. And I think I was on This Mug's For You a couple weeks ago. We had a lot of fun. They said, I got to have David on, they said, so probably get a hold of you.
Okay. I like doing shows. It's a lot of fun.
I know.
Linda Nelson, yes, that worked. Jonathan Keyword says it's 12. His show is 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Okay, so Rachel, let's give Jonathan a shout out, because he's new at doing readings and he's been going live with Dave when I can't do it on TikTok. So Rachel said, hey, Jonathan, I've had 2 readings with you. You gave me so much peace and evidence. We got Nicole Thomas Ryan. We got Jennifer Malik. I want to give her a big hug and Happy New Year too. I've seen her on here. She joined us one night. I was so happy to see her here. She's a friend of mine. Well, many people on here are too that I've known for years, but glad to see you here. I know Christmas and the holidays aren't always easy. So, oh yes, this is Roger, Latino Psychic Visions. We want David on the show. And they said, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yep, just message me.
Yeah, just hit them up. We're usually available for not doing stuff like this. And we both like doing different shows. And we do different shows. Sometimes we
do lots of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we both do lots of stuff outside of here. I mean, you get us together here, and that's a treat for you guys, I know. But we do stuff outside of here, so look us up. We do all kinds of stuff. We are all over the place.
I
all
don't
of
know
it.
what Facebook's doing to y'all. So if you're just joining in, you're listening to The Thing at the Foot of the Bed with Lorilei Potvin, myself, and David Hanzel. And so Dave just said there's an easier way than the big thing that's streaming across the bottom. You can do that. But there's a blue button. You said, go ahead and explain it, Dave. You explain it better
Yeah,
than
you
me.
guys, if anybody's watching from Facebook, from any of our Facebook groups, all you need to do is look at the top of the post where you're watching from. You'll see a it's in blue. You just tap on it and it'll ask you yes or no. You put yes, comes back, puts your name right on there. It takes just a couple seconds, not even.
Okay, that might be Sarah, because Howie says, my little sister Sarah's here. Makes me smile.
Okay, so that was
And
Sarah.
then Sandra also said, Jonathan's been doing a fabulous job with his readings. He was spot on, and he is very intuitive. He's very gifted with working with the communication to do live communication with the other side with ITC. He uses SB7 and uses it to solve a lot of cold cases. And he's been really getting into connecting with spirit, and he's quite right on. So good for you. We're proud of you. We definitely are, Jonathan. So Jennifer says, Happy New Year and hugs back to you, and right back to you too, and to everybody here. We love it. So if you guys want me to join the party, I always forget to mention it, but please share. Most of you do. I know you do, but if you get a chance, share, and we can have more. The more, the merrier. So,
I wanted to tell you, I wanted to say, I really like when people like Jonathan or people who are using divination things and to provide evidence and validation, and they do it without all that. That's the difference between people like that and like some of these people who make YouTubes that are just this fake stuff. It's like, you're not helping any of us. We're trying to validate things for real. So thank you guys for doing such a good job doing that. I think that's absolutely wonderful. We need more things just besides mediums and just besides psychics. We need paranormal. We need paranormal people to jump on board with everybody, and people, psychics too, need to jump on board with paranormal people, because psychics and mediums and paranormal people sometimes don't get along for whatever reason. But I think
if para unity is what
we do. We really do need the para unity. And I know they tried it over and over, but I see it more and more often. Listen, nobody's any more wiser or better. Everybody's got a skill. That's the skill they do. They use it. We shouldn't tell anybody else who has a skill other than ours whether their skill is any good or not. You know what I'm saying?
If two people using completely different methods are getting something validated, that makes it even
that's good. Well, what I mean is we shouldn't comment on if somebody's doing
backing you up. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Great idea. So Carol Amario is here. She says hi. So I'm not sure who this Facebook user is. Not ignoring you, but we do highlight the Facebook users for you guys in the bottom left hand side of the screen. If you're seeing, just so we let you know, we don't know who you are. And I know people are just popping in. There's a blue button. You just hit it above wherever you're watching from. It'll give StreamYard permission to use your name and your picture. So they say my paranormal team is going to Yuma jail in March. Ooh, you're gonna have to share a link to that.
Yes, live feed it.
Oh, that would be even better.
I think we need more. I think we need more live feeds of that.
I can now announce, because it's been released to the public, but here in Thunder Bay, where I live, in the middle smack dab in Canada, here you got to come through my city, whether you're going east to west, you want to go to Southern Ontario, not go through the US, you come through Thunder Bay. We are having a huge paranormal conference. It's being, I believe, it's being put on by Lucky Paranormal, and it's called the Lake Superior, I think it's Paranormal Conference. I'm just going off of memory, but our own Carrie Lynn Shellhorn will be coming here to do a presentation. I am very excited. Most of you know her. If you don't, you need to check her show out tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Spirit Switchboard. And then they are having Shane Pittman, and I believe Jeff Belanger is coming. They are also having somebody that's local here. They live about an hour outside of the city. Dee, why did I just go? My mind just went blank with it. I'm going to have to look at a wrong phone. I got too many phones here in case I have a failure. Anyways, they're selling tickets already. So it's in October. So Carrie Lynn and I are saying if we're going to make it work, we are going to actually meet in person for the first time. Let me look it up in here, you guys. I should have had it ready. Wait. Lake Superior Paracon it's called. Hang on, I will find out the dates for you. Tickets are on sale. They start December 2023. It's in Lake Superior Paracon, October 4th to the 5th, 2024, on my side of the city. It's an old hotel. I know people it's a nice hotel where they're having it, but I know there have been paranormal teams up here to check it out, actually. It's at the Prince Arthur Waterfront Hotel. You'll be right by the marina. You'll get to see the sleeping giant. It's going to be pretty cool. So it's there. You know what I'll do? I'll copy the link and I'll put it in the chat for you guys.
That name just suggests paranormal, doesn't it? The Prince.
I just went right by Dee's name. That's why I went there, because we did have a conference here a few years ago, and I know I spoke at it. It's on my YouTube channel. Sorry, D. Macaulay. D, I'm sorry. He's a friend of mine, and you think my name just went blank on me here. So he does paranormal investigations. I know he does documentary filmmaking. His YouTube channel, I think, is under Thunder Striker Films or something on YouTube. So he's done, so we got Carrie Lynn Shellhorn. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Jeff Belanger, Shane Pittman. So it sounds like it's going to be pretty. And hi, Sherry Burris. She's on YouTube, she said. Yeah, that's one way your name we'll be able to see your name. So I'm going to post it. Where am I going to post this? You know what? I'll do it after the show, and I'll do it on the page. So I've been looking through some stuff.
Wait, before you do.
Okay.
And they'll show all the videos, because it's a spooky. We're going to try to keep spooky today. Because I'm feeling spooky. But anyway,
started.
I haven't gotten a house yet, but I went to go look at a house that I want to buy. And but that's okay because if I don't get it, I don't get it. But I'm pretty sure I will. But anyway,
can I throw one thing in there? I told you guys David had something exciting going on Monday when I had my really close friends Debbie and Leanne on. You guys just love them. And all I said is David's got something really exciting coming up. And if you can, and if you feel that you could, and I was really encouraging people to send you lots of positive juju.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm Tara. Give me 2 minutes, because I'm going to tell you, because there's something to this, and it's kind of spooky, but it's cool too. So when I do my lives on TikTok and stuff, I have this place up by my house called Crotter's Mountain. Crotter's Mountain is a beautiful mountain. It's huge. It's just right over there. It's like the Lone Mountain. And I go drive up there. And whenever I drive up there, I would always, in my mind, pretend that I'm driving to my house in the Smoky Mountains or to my house in the mountains. Because my dream is to own like a cabin or a house or something in the Smoky Mountains, just looking over the mountains. And I did that all the time, and I'd pretend, and in my head, I was one of this house with real high ceilings, and I wanted a mountain view, and, I wanted like this mudroom. So when a screened in room or something. So when I walked in the house, I wouldn't worry about my cats running out, and just all kinds of silly stuff like that. But it's been cemented in my mind for a little less than a year. The day before New Year's, I was just looking for the hell of it at some houses, and there's a house and there was a price on it, and it wasn't far from here in an area. And I thought, I kind of want to go see this house. So I just kind of favorited it, and I wrote in my name, do you want to see it? And I put yes, not even thinking about it, like whatever. I get a call on the 1st of January. Well, a text message. Oh, I am asking you if you want to see this house, so on and so forth. And I said, sure. So a couple days later, we go to see it, and we get there. It's got the glass room and all that. The house is in Kings Mountain, which is on a little mountain, but the backyard of this house is a view of that entire mountain. And to get to that house that I just looked at also had a curvy road to get up to it. And it's got like 10-foot ceilings, and it's huge. It's just real tall ceilings with a mountain view in the back of it. It's perfect. It's like, holy cow, I manifested this crap. So just to let you know, when you think about stuff, kind of drop how you're going to get it or where it's going to go, because I did get a reasonable facsimile for now. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get what I imagined in my head right away, but I got something very close to it. But as I went to look at it, is what I'm trying to get at. I was taking a short video so I could show it to Lorilei, and she had noticed And when I walked into the big bedroom, that it went out of focus and then came back in. I didn't notice it until she told me.
I did. I told you about that. Yes.
Yeah, she told me about it. Now here's something I didn't say. It was before I even took that video. When I walked into that bedroom, it's an old house. It was built like in 1960 or something, but it's real solid, or 1950. But it there was a door in that bedroom. It wasn't quite like a regular closet door. It was a little bit shorter. And I looked at it and I just thought to myself, okay, that might creep me out at night. And I kept looking at the house and I wouldn't look in that door. And then finally I asked the realtor, I said, you know what's behind that door? She said, no, I've never been in here before. So we opened it up and it was dark in there. And I thought, oh no, it's like a big long crawl space. That's going to freak me out. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. I just got this weird feeling for some reason, not a bad feeling, but I felt like someone was in that crawl space. But we turned on the light. No, it's a small room. It was a little, it's the closet. It's the closet. It just had like a water heater in that closet. But I shut that door and I thought, okay, that feeling went away. It was all me. It was all me trying to project on something. But there was something in the house, but it felt good. And then
I told you it didn't feel bad. Like I didn't feel anything bad. It felt grandfatherly, actually.
Yeah, it felt like something's in that house. And I just said, hey, dudes, if I get this house, you're all welcome to stay. It's all good. I don't mind
there
at
was
all.
something there, though. I can't find us on. We should be live on Instagram. I'm trying to stream there.
I think I also have to. You dream about a cabin in the woods. Yeah, this house is very secluded too. Okay. I mean, there's houses around it, but you can't see them. So hopefully I'll get it. But that's my little spooky kind of story.
You weren't going to say anything. I asked.
Well, I'm not going to say I have it, but I'm going to say, yeah, that's a story. That
I have my favorite YouTube channels, and I am watching. I love the Design to the Nines. This girl's even put out her own power tools, and she put out a video. I think it was today or yesterday, talking about that if you have a dream and you see a need, and you notice that nobody's filled it. And her motto is, she's an interior designer. She's got real estate background, but she does dupes of like $7,000 projects for like $50. And I swear to God, you cannot tell a difference. And really creative. She just bought their forever home with the money she made from designing women's power tools that are powerful, easier to manage, lighter. She even made them in a Tiffany blue. It comes in like a Tiffany blue bag, like kind of like it's high end. Her husband just quit his pharmaceutical job to come and work for her with her business. That's how well she's done. But she's so sweet and so really motivating. And because she had to ask me anything. And one of the things she always says, when we're doing something, she's doing something, and people kept going, who's we? Like, do you have an assistant? She says, no, because I always imagine you guys all coming along with me. So I call it we. And it was so cool because I started thinking about that. And I thought, how many of us have seen things out there and I know I have. I've seen things out there. It's like, why don't they make this? Like, so many people ask for it. They don't have it. And she filled it. So I was thinking about her anyways. And then I really love a couple other channels out there because I am a creator. I'm always craft. I did all my neighbors. I made hot cocoa. Some of them were movie baskets. I made them all mugs with different designs and their names on them and stuff. And it just feels good to do that, because the smiles on their faces. So I am picky about what I see. And I was thinking about you, and David already has a beautiful place, but when it's your own, right, there's different things you want to do.
It'll be different. Yeah. I can do a lot of stuff. Jonathan said, I want to start a show called Haunted Improvements. No kidding. We can go in and we can totally like channel the dead and ask them, what color should that backsplash be?
No, you know what?
You actually have like the Winchester house. Where do you want us to put everything?
No, you know what I would think, and you tell us if we're wrong or if these are right on, is whenever people start renovations, activity, if there's in a house, seems to start up. So if we took your idea, like maybe they don't like what people are doing, maybe they don't like the color, how could they either coexist peacefully, or you guys move on to where you should be going? Y'all don't need to stay here. I know you got free will. yeah. So he's saying haunted location. So I kind of like your idea because there's a reason why activity stirs up when renovations start, right?
Yeah, there is. It's the energy mixing around. I mean, I've been in some places where people ask me, the spirits don't like it. And it's like, and there was one spirit I remember talking to a long time ago. And they said kind of what you said. I remember the woman said she didn't like the way something, she asked to have something left because it was in her way as she was walking around or something like that. And it was literally the placement of a plant. And it was crazy. And I said to the woman, I said, can you relocate this plant? It was in her family room, this big giant plant. And she said, yes. And guess what happened? She said, my activity stopped, David. Thank you. And I didn't do anything.
Something minor like that. Yeah. But then again, I've used the example that we have run into people who have been killed very suddenly and don't realize they're gone. And so I said, imagine if, God forbid, that happened to any one of us. And so you head over to your house thinking, why can't anybody hear me? I'm trying to talk to people, and start noticing weird things. But for whatever reason, you don't realize you've passed. And so all of a sudden, these strangers move in your house. And they're moving all your stuff and they're taking it out, and nobody can hear you. You can't call the police. And so what are you going to start doing to get people to pay attention? And then people start ripping your house apart and renovating. And I'm not saying that's always the reason why this happens, but it could be one of the reasons. But the other thing is, when you have someone like that has passed but has chosen to stay, sometimes, not always, but having a conversation like what you said, that was a small thing you could fix, but they need to realize that this isn't their house anymore. Yeah. Right. And if you can coexist peacefully.
Yeah, I don't know how often it happens, but I'm sure it happens often enough because we know about it. So it must happen often enough, I would think. What? Kazan says, have you guys had UFO alien experiences? We both have. We both have, and we'll talk about it if you want us to. We will tell you, Lorilei's had a lot of sightings and missing time.
David's seen the videos. I've shown a few in here, but I have missing time. Yes, blinking my eyes and ending up miles away from where I was in the opposite direction. I didn't even know where I was. And then Joe Montaldo, I got to give him a shout out. He owns UPRN here, and he has studied. He has been I think he's one of the people that started ICAR, International Center for Alien Research. And he's been doing a 20 plus year study on red hair, green eyes, and Rh negative blood. And I've heard him say sometimes 20,000 years ago, 70,000 years ago, 70,000 years ago feels right to me. But apparently those factors never exist within the human DNA profile. Well, I don't have those things, but my mother checks every box. So yes, and David is very much right. I usually send stuff to David. I get it.
We love this. You're talking to two people who have absolute belief, and we have absolute validation for ourselves. That's I've actually had, and I didn't start talking about it until a couple of years ago. I actually had my top encounter. My top encounter was I was about 4 o'clock. I was about 4 years old. Back when I was the number 4 on a clock.
Yes.
But I was
many moons ago.
I was 4 o'clock, and I'm and I'm from Wisconsin, and we traveled back and forth to the state I'm in now, which is North Carolina. I wrote this in my book. It's going to be in my book, and I call it The Man of the South. But we came to visit my grandparents, and which is down the road from me. And I was about 4 years old, and I was watching TV. And I was in the dark in this little like family room and just watching the TV glaring on me. And my dad walked in and he said, David, it's time to go to bed. So he picked me up and he was carrying me to the bedroom. And so he was walking towards my bedroom, and, I was looking behind him, and we were going down the hallway, and everything stopped. It's like time completely stood still, and this being just stepped right out into the hallway at the end of the hallway, literally probably about like, I don't know, less than 10 feet from me. And he would just looked at me, and the feeling I got, it wasn't like words, but it was pretty much like, we're here, I'm here. He was saying, I'm here. And I was like, okay. And I totally, and when I describe him, any other child probably would have screamed. But he felt, he just didn't feel threatening to me. The only thing I sensed about it as a child is that his emotions were very stale, or very, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Very monotone,
like a Vulcan kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like straightforward.
But that's
And
how a Vulcan is like. I'm going to read a few of these comments because I'm going to add something to this. So we got Contessa Martin who says hi to David, but I want to back up a little bit here. Howie, I'm going to save your comment for a minute. I'll share my experience quickly. So Sherry Burris says, I have time traveled and have seen many. Ooh, we got to hear more about that. And Jenny says, I see lights, crafts, and ETs where I am. It's huge here throughout the Hudson Valley. And Jennifer's a really good medium and psychic, so she's had all kinds of experiences. Okay, so I have had quite a few experiences, but the missing time is I was really tired. It was when I was living in my previous home. I don't sleep a lot anyways, usually, but I got a couple days with only like 1 hour sleep or so. And the most active part of our previous home was the basement. And there was a chair in there, apparently I was sitting on, and my partner Del put security cameras in that room because all kinds of crazy stuff was going on in there. And I remember him coming in the room. This doesn't quite, it's leading into the ET story. I remember him coming in the room, and I was talking to something in the corner. I don't remember this. Anyways, I didn't really sleep a lot after that. There was a whole bunch of other stuff that happened. But the next day I had to go to the store. I've lived in this city my whole life. I drove all the back roads, some of the country stuff. I was a community visiting nurse, so I know the city very well. I went to the store that was literally like probably a 5-minute walk from our house, and that's strolling slowly. I was in the car. I should have been about 2 or 3 minutes. And I was at the lights, and I blinked. And then next thing I knew, the phone was ringing, my cell phone. And I'm grabbing my phone, and it was my partner, Del. He goes, where the hell have you been? Like, it's been like well over almost an hour and a half. You should have been 3 minutes. What happened to you? He thought I got in an accident. And I had to say to him, I don't know where I am. He goes, what do you mean you don't know where you are? I said, I'm going to have to hang up. I was even shocked I got cell service. I was in front of this building that was like a half circle, and I get goosebumps thinking about it. All the windows were all broken out. It was somewhere way out in the country, and my car was going in the opposite direction. I was miles away. I have never found out what happened. And then, okay, so this is the part I wrote down that I went, okay, so I have a really good friend, Augie Nost. He does a show called Broadcast Team Alpha with his co-host, Nori Love. And I used to go to he gets together on Sundays, and he gets together Mondays and I believe Wednesdays. They do all kinds of things, improving your psychic gifts and, focusing your intentions and really powerful things. On a Sunday, though, what he used to do is you meet really cool people from all over the world that connect there. The first hour might be manifestation, might be something teaching, but the second hour, they would attempt to connect with the Pleiadians. And I can remember one of these meetings, I didn't know, and I know Nori very well too and love her. And she broke out into this language. I don't know what it was. She didn't even remember what she had done or what she had said. We were doing a meditation. And then there were other people that were picking up they were classifying it as Pleiadian. So if you ever want to join that, I'm going to mention that you can write to Broadcast Team Alpha, or just go to broadcastteamalpha.com and let them know you want to be part of it. They'll send you the Zoom link because it's pretty interesting. But I want to ask you this, Dave. Howie, I'm going to get to this because it's a really interesting comment you've made here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you about what the alien looked like in just a minute, you guys.
Okay, so broadcast. So what I wanted to ask you about, Dave, is if you want, I can get to it. Tell them what the alien looked like, because I want to ask you about this phenomena that's going kind of wild on TikTok with the alien. And
yeah, because there's so many. I think that there's a lot of people out there doing a disservice, not just the United States, but I think there's people doing it, giving misinformation with like all these fear-based horror UFO things, which it's just nonsense in my eyes. But what the alien I saw was reptilian in appearance, and that was before I didn't even know what a reptilian was up until a couple years ago. And I had saw that guy, and I'm like, when I started hearing about reptilians and people are talking bad about them, I'm like, why are they calling everybody a reptilian and saying that they're bad, and going on and on? This being that I saw was in no way, shape, or form, anyway, to me, who knows? Because, we thought about this, and me and Lorilei talked about it. I guess that might be a type of another entity that has good and bad, just like we do.
I think
so
they all do, David.
They might, but there's so many who say, when you look in it, there are the ones who are super duper advanced. They don't have mean people anymore.
True.
The more advanced they got, they didn't have
look at the human brain, for example, the brain stem. That is referred to as the reptilian part of our brain.
Yeah, that's what they bring in. Yeah, I think that's why they started calling them that. Yeah.
No, they look like reptiles. I've seen them before. They do. Yeah. And you've had a positive experience. The same thing with the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Get a bad rap. But I have heard of people that have had really positive experiences and really negative experiences. So I think that possibly they could just not be as evolved, or like you've said many times before, and I agree with you, that within their civilization, what they do is not deemed evil or bad.
Yeah, it's not deemed. Yeah, because what we think is evil. Like some people, if they would have saw this being and interacted with them, the way they stood there and looked and how they looked like, they might have thought, oh, that's a negative entity. I didn't find it negative at all. Although I've also had missing time, like not as bad as Lorilei's though.
I want to know what happened.
Yeah, and it started a couple years after my coma. I used to go to bed, and I mean, we all go to bed, but I'd go to bed and I would sleep
at 4 a.m.
Oh yeah, I would sleep. I'd go to bed when I was 4 a.m. and I would sleep. But when I woke up, wherever I was would be different for a moment. It would always be different. I'd wake up and like almost not recognize where I was. Mm-hmm. And then I would think to myself, okay, where did I go? I just got back from someplace. I had that feeling. And then it got to when it started happening more and more often. I kid you not, and it might sound silly, but this is right before when I talked to you and we first met way back October. We started doing shows. Yeah. And I used to sit at the end of my bed and wake up and go, you guys stop it, or at least let me remember it, because it was so confusing.
I don't find that weird at all. I have had so many people privately contact me and share their experiences with ET or visitation or within the room or whatever it is. Like, I think it was on the Angel Rock about one lady, and she had an NDE before, and she had written me privately to ask me about her visions, quote unquote. And as we got talk to ding, see, my mouth isn't working. As we were talking, I realized they weren't visions. So it wasn't a meditation either. It seemed like
memories.
No, I think it was happening while she was sleeping, or say if she had a nap.
But
what happened with this lady was, and she's quite gifted psychic and mediumship wise after the NDE in particular, is I think she was telepathically projecting the images of what she was speaking about. She was talking about being on the ship, laying on almost like a stretcher, and she started to talk about the three beings there. I ended up finding a picture as I was talking to her, and I go, is this what you're talking about? And it was it was an Arcturian, I think. Anyways, I even had the right uniform, and I'd never seen one of these before, but I could see that picture in my mind, and there were two other beings, and I don't want to say too much because it's more private about what she experienced, but I also believe that there's, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I think they are mating with our species, if you will, because she had that experience and had a child.
Oh, yeah.
It was gone, and the grieving and the feeling and the loss of that. So I've had a lot of people share a lot of really intriguing experiences. You know, a lot of the higher evolved ETs, I think, can be our guides, as well as a lot of people connect with them, because what I was going to, yeah, hybrids, Jennifer, yes.
I was going to say though, in my eyes, just because I'll say it real quickly, because I wanted to respond, because San Lee thinks you guys think Anunnaki created the humans. It's on my top 2%, top 1% list of most probable. I even knew as a child that the whole Adam and Eve thing wasn't real. I knew that the earth was, I've always known from a child that the earth was seeded. I didn't know by what, but I always thought we're all from all over the place.
No, and if you look into that, and in the area around the Dead Sea, I have a friend, I haven't had him on in a long time, Paul Anthony Wallace. You guys got to read his trilogy, the books, and it's of Eden. So it's Escape from Eden. And I'm just called, I forget what the other ones are. He talks about all this stuff. He's got the I think it's called The Fifth Kind TV on YouTube. He's been on Coast to Coast and stuff. He lives in Australia. He is fascinating to talk to. What I wanted to add, though, where I was going with this before was there are more and more government agency type people who are now retiring that are starting to come out and speak about the Galactic Federation and all this stuff. So if you really start to look into this, Sherry Burris says, I've been there. They definitely come while you're asleep. I also get downloads from many beings.
Me too. Yeah, a lot.
And then Nicole says, I think I said hi, Nicole. If I didn't, please forgive me. I did see you.
Hi, Nicole. Thomas Ryan.
She says, I know I have been on ships many times. I've had so many people share those experiences. They're so fascinating. She goes, I would dream being in the white sterile room and wake up feeling so tired, like I had been awake all for the whole night. You are absolutely right. She said, I used to have issues with electronic devices. Sorry, I hit the wrong button here. Got to hit that again. Sorry, it disappeared on us, guys. Used to have issues with electronic devices stopping or messing up when I touched them. And I think Jennifer was saying, I see ETs like I see us as humans. You have your good, not so good ones, and the nasty ones. I agree 100% with you, Jennifer. Absolutely. We got a Facebook user saying, hello, hello. I'm not sure who it is, but thank you for joining us. Oh, you guys, an hour's gone by already. I keep forgetting we got to do our station identification. So,
okay, do your station identification. Then we got creepy videos. So
yeah, creepy videos. Okay, so you are listening to the thing at the foot of the bed on UFO Paranormal Radio Network, otherwise known as United Public Radio Network, or just UPRN. And you can listen to us on 105.3 and 107.7 out of New Orleans, Louisiana. And we're so happy you're joining us. And if you're listening, most of our audience, I believe, is 80% audio. So if you want to join in the conversation, we got an interesting conversation going on about UFOs and ETs. Kaysen had asked about that. You can head over to UFO Paranormal Radio and United Public Radio Network. It's a long title, but you can find us on Facebook and YouTube. We're streaming on Dave's YouTube channel and is in his group, The Spirit Experience. We're on Roku under UFO Paranormal and United Public Radio. Thank you for joining us. So the one thing I had written down, I'm making notes before we jump into the spooky. Yeah. Is there's a thing on TikTok. I noticed this when I was doing some research. People have been filming this where they're seeing what they think is either ET or extraordinarily really bright lights, like possibly a star or whatever, and they're taking these lasers, like a laser pointer, usually green, and they're flashing it at the light, and the light's flashing back, and they're filming it. Have you seen that yet?
No, I haven't seen that yet. No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, because I don't think I don't think 90% of the crafts that we see are always UFOs.
Yeah. And then there's a theory, and I don't think it's a theory. There's also Earth UFOs, and there's also what a lot of people don't Well, I don't know if I don't think it's a conspiracy, but it's something that's out there, is that there are those who are among us that are hidden and they still fly around too. So they call them Earth UFOs or something like that. I can't remember. I was reading up about it. It was really quite interesting. But I'm like, well, why not? You know, we have so many, there's so much unseen stuff. We can't really say what is and what isn't, because as far as I'm concerned, pretty much everything is to an extent.
Well, I think what it is too is Nicole's talking about Skinwalker Ranch shows. I have all kinds of Skinwalker
Oh, Skinwalker,
things
yeah.
I've caught upload. I worked on that this week, so we'll see what we hope. Hopefully I don't go out on you guys. I hope my internet's not going to misbehave. Is it misbehaving? Is it
No, you're good
misbehaving
so
on me?
far.
Am I back?
No, you're good.
Hi,
Yep,
Herbert
you're back.
Lopez. Wait, am I back?
Yeah.
It was going a little slow with something else before we started, and it's cloudy. Okay, so Jennifer says, I think we said hi, Herbert, in case I wasn't there. So you can do that with a flashlight. Jennifer says we have ET technology. Yes, that's exactly where I was going with my thoughts, Jennifer, with the military. Absolutely. And I was going to say, we're the last to know. Like, I always think that what we've been told is out there. They've got 50 to 100 years ahead in technology. So, okay, so I downloaded this video. I was watching my boys. You guys know I love my boys, the Foreman Brothers, Paranormal Nightmare. And they were doing some of the scariest videos of the year. Now, these were crazy videos. And this one in particular, they were in this house and this family. It was really sad. And the reason why I love these boys, never mind, they've been through a horrible experience as children. They've been doing this long before they had a TV show. They go all over the US. They never charge people. I'm not pooping on people that have to charge to go travel or whatever, okay? But my point is, they've always been out of pocket, and they try and help families. Like, I know the experience we went through years ago, and we couldn't find anybody locally to give us a hand at that time. And so you kind of had to learn ourselves. But this house was crazy. This family lost their daughter at the age of 15. I guess she'd had severe cerebral palsy. Anyways, they moved into a new house, excuse me, to get a new place to live, different. So there's not so many memories, but they were severely grieving, and the activity started when they moved in. Anyways, the Foreman brothers, if you don't know who they are, Josh, Sean, and Rocky. And Josh is the one, he's the littlest, he's the middle brother, but he's always the one that deals with a lot of the really nasty stuff. They're in this house, and they're investigating where most of the activity comes in. And this is what they catch on camera. And you guys tell me if you think they're fake. Hang on, I'm going to add it. This guy's fake, what they do. I really don't, from what I see. Come on, go on there. Are you going to add? You're going to be nasty to me. Oh, there it is. Okay, fine. My computer is so slow tonight, guys. Sorry. Is it there? Good. Okay. Jenny, I'm going to take your comment off. Hang on one sec here so we can see it, because I got to blow it up after I start it. You guys get to see my whole messenger, all my messages. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Hang on, I'm going to stop it. Okay, give me a sec because I got to restart it. Okay, are you going to do it for me? Okay, so they're in this bedroom. Sorry, it's sideways for a minute because I screen recorded it. Are you going to start on me here? Start.
What's that?
Oh, what?
What was that?
Oh, what?
What was that? It was like hiss, and then it goes. Yeah.
So, what'd y'all think of that? What did you think of that? I thought that was pretty spooky.
I didn't think it was a roar. I didn't think it was a roar until I didn't think it was a roar until he said it was a roar. To me, it sounded like
I've screen recorded.
Oh,
I've screen recorded it.
Oh, okay.
I've screen recorded it. Where I was just going to go with this is, I'm going to put up where you can find the video. I'll get the name of it because I actually screened. what is the name of it? Let me give you guys a name here. My computer is not being cooperative today. Okay. It says, what the hell did they just catch on video? Poltergeist Video, Paranormal Nightmare TV, season 15, episode 4. I am telling you. Okay, so what did you think you heard, Dave? Because I am telling you, that was one of the loudest growls when I watched that.
Like somebody put it, for me, the first thing I thought, because to me, it sounded exactly like a wooden chair being pushed across the wooden floor. And I'm like, oh, that's good, a wooden chair. But then it said rar. I'm like, I didn't hear rar, but
I just took a clip of it. So if you guys can go there, I'll give you the link. I'll look
at it. Yeah, I'll look at it with better quality like that.
And
but yeah, I definitely heard something, obviously.
I just took a clip of it. And you got to remember, I was screen recording the screen. So when you go to YouTube, it is purely quiet in there. All the guys are in there. There's nobody else in there with them. And when you get more of the story, this is
I heard something. Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh walks in to go over because they had a REM pod that kept going off and off and off and off and off and off, and he kept trying to reset it. And out of nowhere, this loud roar, not quite as loud as he said or I did, but it was a growl. It was definitely a growl.
I'll have to look at it on the phone because to me, it sounded like a chair going across. And I thought, oh, that's cool. Like I heard that. I heard that chair and there's nothing in the room. But then all of a sudden he goes, wow, Garl. I'm like, wait.
Well, you can tell too, because it takes a lot to scare Josh. When I started watching these guys a couple of years ago, I kept thinking, why is that guy such a fraidy cat? And it's the middle brother, Sean. And then once you realize their story and stuff, you know why Sean. And he's the first person to admit, yeah, I get scared easy.
I don't, you know what unnerves me? Now, Lorilei knows this. I get a lot of activity in the houses that I live in. And
you do.
More in this one lately, I get more and more, but probably because I do a lot of readings. And it doesn't scare me. But there's one thing that will catch me. There's two things actually that'll catch me out guard. One was the noise, like the giggle laughter that was in my house. I mean,
I remember. Well, what about when you were on Talking with the Source, and it was AJ that saw that shadow?
Amazing. Now, see, the shadows don't bother me, but that bothers me. And you know what else? Every once in a while, my rocking chair in my family room will move. It'll rock. That one I remember the first night, it's a glider chair. Now, granted, I've got 4 cats, and one of my cats used to always sleep on top of it. And during the day, I'd watch them jump off and it would rock. Well, one night I was in the kitchen. I made a pizza and all the lights were off except for the kitchen light. And I took my pizza out and I put a plate and I'm walking to my bedroom past the family room. And I look and I see the chair moving. And I thought, oh, the cat must have just jumped off it. And then I came and walked in my room and all my cats were on my bed. I was like, I stopped. And I was like, oh, please, you guys stop. No, not tonight. That one, that unnerved me for some reason. And I think it's just because I understand why people get scared sometimes. Because if you're not in that spiritual frame of mind, everything can seem spooky. It can.
You know, you and I differ on, and it's okay because we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But I have seen, and some of the stuff I have experienced in that previous home of mine, if I had never experienced it, I would not have believed it in a million years. And there are people that experience some pretty negative stuff. And that's why I have so much respect for these guys, because they go around, they went through it. And actually, there was a show a couple of weeks ago, and they were using a spirit box, and all of a sudden the home they were in, it came through with this spirit. It was a nasty one too. It was using some pretty foul language and stuff. And then it goes Springer Road. And all of a sudden you see Sean start to shake and he's tearing up a little bit. And then I've never seen Josh cry ever. Josh was like almost sobbing, and he kept saying, I'm really sorry about this, you guys. I'm really sorry. And then he realized, I got to leave the house. And Sean had already left. That was when they had all the horrible things they had with the entity that they did as a child, because they kept going, how did it know? Well, we know how it knew, but they did not expect that to come through. And like I say, either these guys are Academy Award winning actors, or I believe what they're doing is real. Like I really, really do.
It's fun to go experience it myself. I want to go back out and do paranormal stuff again. If I can find something around here, I will. Kusan Lee said it's the pizza. The spirits do like pizza. That's correct. That is, you know what? You could not, you don't want to know what you could, that is not far from the truth. Because I swear to gosh,
So that was my problem. I didn't put enough pizza out at my old house.
That's what it is. Laura Lee just PO'd the spirits, and they're just like, we're lifting up your boyfriend and throwing him across the room because you're making us mad.
Yes.
But it's whenever I see that weird stuff, know what I'm doing? I'm either sitting in this chair eating something and watching a video, or I'm making something in the kitchen. So there is something to that.
You know how I know there's something at my house always? My German Shepherd and my cat. When they start acting like weirdos, and my dog in particular, I caught a bunch of pictures. I actually should try to remember and upload them here. There was something, like, we don't have the activity here that we had in our previous home, but there's a chair I have from the old house that's in our living room. Our living room is really weirdly shaped in our townhouse here. It's like a rectangle, so it's almost like two separate living areas. And then on the back wall, there's a sliding glass door into the backyard. My dog would start, like, she was tracking something, and you can go all around from the hallway into the front door, the kitchen, the dining room, the living room. And she kept tracking and tracking. And then she'd stop and she'd look at me like, are you coming, Mom? And then she'd go and she'd put her head right in behind the chair and by the glass sliding door. And it would come out of nowhere. And she'd get like almost frantic, like she had something cornered there. And then just as quickly as she'd stop. So she was doing this off and on, no rhyme or reason, for a couple of weeks. And finally, there was nobody home but her and I went, okay, there's got to be something to this. So I took my camera, and there's something in that chair. And I do have a friend that helps me out, because I find that it's just nice to have an objective person in when it's your own home. There is, and we all do it ourselves. Like, you get something going on, or I do, we always chat about it. We chat to people that we trust. We want their opinion, and we know they're intuitive. Apparently, I did have 2 shadow beings in the house. Now, did it look like shadow beings on the camera? No, but you can definitely see some kind of creepy little eyes there. And I've got one. The cat does it too. The cat will, and they
dogs and cats. You know what the show is named after a book I read when I was a little kid called The Thing at the Foot of the Bed. And when you're talking about your dog, there's a section of that book where they talk about how to see ghosts. And they used to tell children, if you had a dog in the dark, sit behind your dog and look between his ears.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's cool. I never did it because I didn't need the dog.
That house with the growl that I showed earlier, they had a massive dog. I don't know if this was a pit bull mixed with a bull mastiff or whatever, and they put cameras in to start catching some of the activity. Like, I forgot to mention, with the growling house, they have 2 little boys are out in the backyard. I should have filmed that, actually. What they caught on, and they weren't looking for it, it was on their security camera. Some black shadow thing was going under the deck and around the kids, and like, these people had activity. So that growl, like, there was a lot more to it than. And I agree, it could sound like a chair scraping on the floor, actually. So I want to say hi to Michelle over in Australia. She says hi.
But it probably just sounded like that because of how we're doing it. I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
I'll send you it. So she says hi, I'm listening at work. And then we've got Mezzarina. I hope I said that right. Hi, they're waving. So I have, okay, you guys were talking skinwalkers.
Oh no! Okay, let's go down the skinwalker club. No,
everybody's talking about skinwalkers.
But did Nicole, when Nicole Thomas Ryan, did she talk about skinwalkers or Skinwalker Ranch?
She was talking Skinwalker Ranch, but the reason why I'm mentioning it, I don't know what this thing is at the end, and I'm thinking it's fake.
Oh, on your video, got you.
What's that?
And you're setting up your video. I apologize. I know what you're talking about now.
Do you, in the cornfield?
No, but I thought you were just going to start talking about skinwalkers. You have a video with Skinwalker.
You and I are so, you think after a full year, I'm sorry. Yes, I pulled up another video. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's what I thought.
right? I think it says skip video. So you never know what you're going to find on these ones. But hang on. Well, let's
That's
see.
okay.
We're going to put it up. As you can see, it says skip video, or we'll just see you got more comment. I'm going to take that comment off. So the screen we can see. Hang on. Oh, Nicole says they were doing the light communication on Skinwalker Ranch. Okay.
Ranch. Okay, gotcha.
So you guys aren't going to see much of anything. I hate jump scares. It's not really a jump scare, but it kind of is at the end. So be prepared. So hang on. They said Wendigo, actually. Wendigo. I'm going to play it one more time. I'm not cutting this thing's head off either. That's all you see. I don't know. Hang on, I gotta stop. So what'd you think of that one?
I thought it was the fakest thing I ever saw, but it was a fun movie.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking, okay, I
think it's good though. I mean, it was good, but I knew it was. I knew it was a
good. If they were trying to make it look like orbs, I don't know. That was pretty realistic. You didn't get to see the face. Plus, if something got that close, I agree, Nicole Thomas, right? But okay, so let's talk about that.
They did a good job, but they did a good job at the fake, because I, like you, the first thing that threw it off was their breathing heavy in the camera angle. I've watched enough fake videos to know exactly how people act in the beginning. But then I saw the orb thing like you did, and I was like, I'm digging a light orb coming down there. I'm thinking that's pretty cool. And then the way she panned the camera, I'm like, that's fake. But I understand why you said a jump scare, because the first time it kind of did that to me too. I was like, oh, I kind of jumped back, but that was a good fake video. It was fun.
Okay, so Kason's got a good point. Besides, Nicole said fake too. Yeah. He says, I don't know if people remember to do a TikTok when they were that frightened, and you were absolutely right.
Absolutely right. Yeah, because you know what? When I'm in the woods, or when I'm being murdered or being beat up by
a gang of people, wait, hold that thought. Let me grab my phone.
Before you slice off my head and damn me the hell, let me get on TikTok. Hold on, I got to get the right filter. Okay, all right, there I go. I like pretty. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I always do that. But you know, I think the person who made that video, I think he literally knew how he was doing it. I don't think he was trying to fool anybody. But people like that know all you got to put up in the top is actual sighting of a skinwalker.
He did, or she.
And that's
my questions, building off of Kason, is okay. So that thing got that close, and you cut it right there. Like you had the time to cut your phone off.
Yeah. I'm just like, if you're on TikTok, you got to show us your face as it's eating you or whatever, so we know. I mean, are you going to start a GoFundMe afterwards? Skinwalker ate my face. I need money.
Herbert's right. Herbert's right too. He said if they had been that scared, they would have dropped the phone. Plus,
absolutely, Herbert. Yep.
If a Wendigo, depending how you want to say it, was that close to you, their odds are you're not going to escape, and you're not going to remember to turn your phone off at that point.
And you know what? It's a Wendigo. I can tell you. Not how you say it. That's just how I'm saying it. I think a Wendigo would know to sneak up behind you. I think it would ambush you. Don't you think? I don't think you'd see it coming.
I got some other videos that this is where I'm going. Everybody seems to be jumping. Either it's a Wendigo, or it is a skinwalker. And some of these videos I'm looking at going, dude, how did you jump to that conclusion? Now, this one I'm going to play. I just stopped it because my silly computer keeps lagging when I put it up there.
Oh, that's okay.
I had to watch it a couple times, so I'm going to set it up for you guys. Now,
Okay.
this girl, she's I think she's Canadian actually, and she does a lot of like the strange and paranormal and quite a few strange videos. And when I first saw the video, I went, "What are you talking about?" And apparently, this video went viral, and it's of this deer in a graveyard. And something weird is going on with its hind end. No, we're not seeing anything graphic, but that's where you want to focus. I'm going to let it play. I had to watch it a few times, and I went, Now, again, in this day and age of deep fakes and video editing, I can't call this paranormal. You guys see what you think, but okay. It was weird, but I don't know if I could call it paranormal. So hang on. Oh, I got to at least share it. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec here. I stopped it because my computer's lagging tonight for some reason. Every time I want to share something, you guys all get to see my messenger here. Hang on. Okay, share.
It is so weird.
Where are we? People are sending me a message. Oh, no. Okay, this is it. This is it. Hang on. If I can get it to blow up you. Okay, there it is. Hang on. God, my computer's. Oh, no, we don't want to follow you. We want to start at the beginning. It's not very long, and I'll try and blow it up as big as I can. So hang on. I'm going to bring it to the screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'll start it and blow it out. I'm going to play it. It's not very long, but watch the hind end of the deer, because I watched it at first and went, what are you talking about? Okay, hang on.
The video I'm about to show you is freaking out the internet. Take a look at this deer and watch what it does. People believe that this deer is shifting and that it might be a Wendigo. Wendigos are cannibalistic shapeshifters from Algonquin folklore. About to shapeshift into its true form, and it caught the camera and it's like, oh shit, can't do it now. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, follow me on YouTube, link in bio for more.
We don't want to hear you. Did you see enough of it with it blown up? Like, what a joke, okay? Because to me, that's special effects.
I am not going to follow her. Yeah, I agree with you. I laughed so hard. I thought when I first saw it, I was staring at the deer's butt like you instructed us to, and all of a sudden, as soon as it started to move, I'm like, I can totally see the seat. I can see the film that right there, and because it was blown up enough for me to see it, and I'm like, okay, cute video, whatever. And I thought she was going to say something about when she said the deer shape shifting, and I'm like, okay,
this one,
no, to me, yeah. But as soon as she said, good. It's a Wendigo. I felt like going, oh, girl, I just want to take your YouTube channel away. I just want to take it away.
She's not always like that, but they said it was going viral. I saw a lot of stuff on it. I called it fake. Now, we've seen some fake stuff. Again, this is where we have a problem. What I'm going to point out is people are jumping to everything's a demon because of TV. Yeah. Everything now seems to be a Wendigo or a skinwalker. So I'm not going to jump to Wendigo, but this was freaky. And you coming from Wisconsin or anybody that's lived where there's forest around, this was freaky, like freaky. I can't see anything coming down the tree, but just the noises alone were. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Now, I will say, I know that a lot of noises out in the bush in the middle of the night, and it is pitch black if there's no moon or stars. A lot of animals make a lot of strange noises, but this was weird and it was creepy. He could have added it. I don't know, but I've seen too many videos with these type of noises. I'd love to know what you guys think of this. See what you think. We're going to add it to the stage. I couldn't see anything. It doesn't want to add. Come on. I couldn't see what he was looking at, but the noises were enough to freak me out. See, he's got Wendigo coming down tree. It's on the street. I'm not calling it a Wendigo. I'm sorry, I don't mean to burst anybody's bubble, but I'd love to know what you guys think of the noise.
There, I don't know what this is, man. Something fucking screaming down there, man.
Sorry about the language.
Hello? Where are you? Show yourself right now!
I couldn't see what was in the
Big
tree.
moving in there, man. Something real big, guys. What the fuck?
Sorry, I forgot about the blue language here, guys.
Shit, man. Got something coming down, man. I got something screaming down there. I don't know what this is, man. Something fucking screaming down there, man.
Hearing, dude. Sorry, guys. I didn't know it swore so much.
Hello?
Same thing. Did you see
Where are you?
anything? I didn't see.
Show yourself.
I didn't see anything, but the noises is why I shared it because, okay, Jennifer says a dog man or werewolf. Like I've heard those noises on a lot of different videos. I think the guy was for real, but my first question is, what are you doing out there, dude? Like go home.
Yeah. I have to disagree. I think the guy is totally fabricated that story. You got to remember, I studied improv, I studied acting, and did that for a very long time. And he's doing all the signs of what you do. But that I could be wrong. I could be wrong in that. I am not a professional. I was very off how he did the video. The sounds are creepy and scary sounds. And I have, like you, Lorilei, I agree. I've heard them sometimes before. And that would scare me in the woods. I think he added those because when he said it was in the tree, I'm like, how loud
I
you
could not see anything in the tree.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I doubled it, Sherry. I doubled it. She said fake. They doubled the sounds in.
Yeah.
If you're hearing it replay, that was me. I just didn't turn it off. And Nicole said it did sound like a spirit box reverb sound. But
Yeah,
the
she said it was dubbed.
noises,
It was dubbed sounds. Yeah.
I was talking about the noises because those I have heard. I mean, on live streaming, some people in the bush. So I'd like to know what's making that noise to me. What's making that noise?
That sound brought up a sound that I heard before. And
Okay, so what have you heard? I'm listening. Sorry. I'm just okay, Xing it out. I got some weird stuff. That's it. Sorry, guys. I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, these are the creepy things. It might be hard to see. Let me find the one in the roof. Oh, the one on the roof. Now, this one I don't call fake. I'm sorry, I don't, because I've seen videos like this. I knew I had a lot of them. Because are you still there? Sorry.
Hey there.
Are you on the phone, Dave?
No, I was finding a clip to show you because I know where that I knew I heard that sound, and in the context of that sound, and I think I know where that guy got the idea to make that video.
I don't know. Like I say, I have heard those noises before.
No, I'm not saying the noises are fake. I'm just saying I know where I heard something like it, and I know where that came from, and it comes from a scene in American Werewolf in London in the 1981 movie on the Moors attack. It's the same exact sound, but I mean, it's not the same exact sound. It's the same type of sound.
I don't know. That's why it generates discussion. This thing freaked me out, and I have seen these. Usually where I see these type of videos are in Mexico. I don't think this is Mexico. Again, I'm sorry, not everything is a skinwalker, but there is something on this guy's roof, and I'm sorry, somebody said it sounded like a recording to them. That's why we put these things up here. So we talk about it. What are you seeing? What are you feeling from it? I will tell you, though, if I heard those noises out in the middle of the bush, first thing I'd be doing is, nope, no, thank you. We're going home.
If I honestly heard that in the middle of the woods, I'd stop my TikTok live and I'd get in my car and go home. I would
remember when you had all those, it sounded like gunshots going off when you were out in the woods and you were doing TikTok. That was creepy. And then one time we did a show and it sounded like somebody was banging on the wall while I was talking to Dave after the show. And then what did we find out? There was a shooting like from right in front of your house across the street.
Yeah, we actually had some scary stuff that happens to us. I wish it would
In
happen
real life.
Yeah, in real life.
Okay, so I don't know what this thing is on the roof.
Let's see what this is. Yeah.
You don't actually get to see it. You're going to see the shadow of this thing. I'm getting goosebumps. I don't think this thing's real. I'm sorry. I do think this thing is real, but I don't think it's a human being. So hang on.
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
I'm not saying skinwalker. All I'm saying is gotta watch the arms. Did I go too far back? Maybe
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
Watch the arms. The dolphin had 3 big fingers too. And a thumb, am I wrong?
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
Yeah, he's got, it looks like 3 or 4 fingers and a thumb or...
Okay, but there's several animals that match that same description. But
is this
wonder
a skinwalker on his?
I don't know. I have seen these things before on video in Mexico, and then the person gets a glimpse of it on top of the roof, and they got those long arms, and they're crawling. That thing didn't look like it had any clothes on either. It was creepy. I don't know where he was. I just put it out there, and at first I thought, that's a human being.
I
don't think
know
it was
what
a
it is.
skinwalker. I wouldn't call it that.
I know it's definitely not a skin. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Everything's a skinwalker. I mean, here. Oh my God, you guys, look, it's a skinwalker. But it's. I mean, that's
why I brought these up, because I was looking for these.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I believe that there is something on that roof, and it is moving. Although 2 things came to mind that would match that shadow in my head, because that's how my brain works: a spider monkey or a sloth. And then the fact they both would have the same shadow type thing.
With the arms?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just watched a spider monkey ranch today.
Yeah, spider monkey's arms are longer than their body, and a sloth is also cheap. I'm not saying that's what it is. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying it matched certain descriptions. And when I'm one of those people, when I watch any videos of that, I will never, ever, ever in my life look at a video and go, that's what it is from the first 3 seconds I see it. I won't even ever make that determination. I can tell you, I'll always look to that's not what it is. But on that one, I do agree with you. If I was in that shed and I saw that shadow, I don't give a shit what it was. I'd be out that shed.
Nope, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't care if it was a little spider monkey or a sloth. I'd be like, get off my shed, spider monkey sloth. I'm not having anything to do with you. That's
okay. So, but if we look at the hands, they were more human-like, except I was counting the fingers. Looked like there was 3 fingers and a thumb. So a sloth has those really long nails. Plus, a sloth does not move that fast. That I know. Sloths do not move that fast. They move very.
I don't know. I've never saw a sloth actually move outside of just sitting there. But they do have like 3.
They
have 3 claws.
Slowly.
But they have 3 big claws.
It was fingers, so there wasn't claws.
Maybe I wasn't watching. Maybe I can't see it
tell you right now, sloths do not move that quickly.
Yeah.
Never.
I wonder. But yeah, I still think it's an animal, and it's all depends on the camera angle too, because from the camera angle, could it look bigger than it is because it's picking up the shadow and it's actually a smaller object, or is it bigger? Because another animal that would walk like that, if it kept the wings folded in, is a bat or a fox. A flying fox is another one. I'm not saying that's what it is, but my mind always goes, let's see what it's not first, and then come to that conclusion. So it might not be any of those things. But I think to me, what made the video scary was the music in the background.
I say not an animal.
Yeah.
Not an animal. There was no hair, animal. If it had claws, you'd hear it kind of raking on that steel. Or if it was plastic, you could hear it walking on it.
Well, I can't even make a determination because I don't know who made the video. I don't know if that's the original sound. I don't know because
I'm going to go back, but I did not see a tail. I'm going to look back afterwards. I did not see a tail either.
I didn't see a tail at all. I didn't see a tail. Yeah.
So,
I was watching the movement, but yeah, I will never ever make that determination.
And strange, what was this? Oh, this was weird. No, I know you don't like this girl because you didn't like the deer thing. Now this could be fake. It could be fake, and I don't know what.
I was kidding. I was kidding about that girl. I don't hate her. I just thought when she said "follow me for more," I'm like, no, thank you.
You say no again. No, she didn't make these videos. She's just sharing them. Now, I don't know who would do this or why. It's weird. Okay. It's just weird. So hang on. Where are we? Did it come up? Oh, I got to share again. I've been taking it off because it's slowing my. Yeah. Diane said no tail. Yeah. No tail. So I don't know, but that's why these were strange things I saw that some things. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you guys. They were fake. Oh, hang on. Why is she playing now? Stop playing you. Sorry. Hang on. I gotta pause it. It starts to play before I can get it uploaded here, guys. Give me a sec. It was certainly interesting anyways, and it generates some discussion. So that's why, and some of them I couldn't figure out. Like, what do you think? Like, I don't know. So there's the girl.
Okay. Oh, that's the girl. Okay. She scared me.
And this is what's driving me crazy about all of these videos. I pretty well doubt. Some of them I have weird, like, I don't know. I think it's a human maybe in a mask or something, but through cracks in a roof and creepy, creepy, creepy stuff. But these ones, why are you jumping to the conclusion that everything is either a skinwalker or a Wendigo?
Because it's a popular hashtag.
I know, but
that's exactly why. It's a popular hashtag.
Okay, so this is weird, though. I don't think it's a skinwalker, but it was weird. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't even know anybody if they wanted to fake this, why they would do this. But here we go.
Look at this tree. It kind of looks like it's walking away.
Oh, no, not the moving
so someone
tree.
sent me this video of
a
skinwalker in the woods. And wait till you see this next part because it's so much worse. Watch this tree right in the middle. Watch. Wait for it. Like, it looks like it's just walking away.
What?
Look at this tree.
Do you see
it?
Looks
like it's walking away on its own. So someone sent me this video.
Watch the one in the middle now.
In the woods, and wait till you see this next part because it's so much worse. Watch this tree right in the middle. Watch. Wait for it. Like, it looks like it's just walking away.
What the heck was that?
Look at this tree.
One, she is extremely late on that trend. That trend was a long time ago with the people with the walking trees. It's nothing.
It's not a walking tree. You and I both know it's not a walking tree, but what the heck was it?
I think it was a CGI tried to enhance a walking tree. I don't believe that video has one bit of realness whatsoever.
I don't know. I want to know why somebody. Okay, this was a creepy thing caught on camera. I'm not calling fake. These two girls were working for a security firm or something, and they were doing the rounds. It might be hard to see because it's dark. Hang on. Am I still sharing it? I got to make sure I'm sharing it. Okay. Hang on. This was creepy. Sorry, but it was. I'm not going to. Oh, hang on. I got to go up.
Let me see. I like creepy.
Okay, come on, load up here anytime now. There we go. I thought this was creepy. You guys see what you think. I'm not calling the rest creepy, just weird, strange, and unexplained, or what do you think? Okay, this will be hard to see. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see this. Forget it, and I apologize. You're not, because I couldn't see it. Let's grab something better for you guys.
Ooh.
No, it was not. It wasn't showing anything good. This was this was creepy. I'm not calling paranormal. I don't know what this thing was. Hang on, it's uploading. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is through a crack in the roof. She's at work. You have to.
not
I'll let it
showing up.
replay again. It's not very long. I'm not calling
It's
this
not playing.
paranormal.
It's not playing for us.
What is that thing? And why is it up there? What do you think of that? That's creepy. And you know what? If you're in the paranormal, I gotta pause.
It's not playing. It didn't play on the screen, Lorilei.
Oh, it didn't play. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it didn't play.
I'm playing.
There it
away,
is. There it is.
talking here. Hang on, guys. Sorry, guys.
You know what?
Hang on. I'll start up.
Lorilei, you're acting. Lorilei, you're acting like a skinwalker. Okay.
Yeah, I filmed it earlier for y'all. Okay, so Jennifer is mentioning elementals. I like that. Okay, but if you've been in the paranormal world, y'all know that many of all of us say sometimes human beings are scarier than the paranormal. So
Absolutely.
I'm not calling this thing in paranormal, but this girl's at work and she notices a crack. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Gets a crack in the roof. And I don't know why. I guess she was filming at work and she notices this. I don't know what this is. I'm not calling it paranormal, but I don't know why it's up there. I don't know how it's up there because that roof is sagging. So I don't think it's going to hold much weight, but see what you think. Sorry, guys. Good thing Davey said, Laura, it's not showing.
I'm staring at my ceiling right at work. And I'm like, I see this light, right? And I go over here. What is that?
I'll play it one more time. It's not that long. Hang on, I'll replay.
I'm staring at my ceiling right at work. And I'm like, I see this light, right? And I go over here. What is that?
And what's it doing up there?
I don't know what it is, but
sorry. What did you think of that? What did you think that?
I have no clue what it is.
That roof was sagging. So
yeah.
It was creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy.
I don't know
what it was. I mean, but it was creepy. Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. Who knows what it could have been? But could have been an animal. Could have been a thing. Could have been something.
It had a face. It was all white, and it had black type features. Nicole says the Men in Black creature. I don't know.
See, I didn't comprehend a face from it, but I didn't see it as a face. So that was just me. The way I saw it, I just noticed the hair on it though.
It had like a face. God, you guys, this happens every week. We are almost out of time. How does that happen? My goodness, it goes by too fast. I'm gonna find it because I labeled everything on here. There was another, like these were just weird things that I caught on, or that I ran into. Like there's a girl with dreadlocks, like I'm talking long dreadlocks down to her ankles, and she's near this wall and they're all pulling outwards to the wall and they stop about this far from the wall. You can't see any thread, you can't see any rope. So Diane says it looks like a kid in an attic. I'm going to send this to Dave right now. Now this could be fake, but you can tell this one video is really old. It's right after it. I'll show this one quickly. It looks like a forest ranger telling people to beware if they hear a walkie-talkie in the woods at night. Otherwise, and he tells you what to do if you don't get the answer that you should, that it's a walker. And this looks like an old video. I was just shocked. Like it could have been fake, could have been filmed in, old-timey film, but I thought it was weird. I don't know. I sent you the video with the face in the roof. You see what you think.
Okay,
this is the last one. Diane said it looked like it. So take a quick look if you can, Dave, or you want to watch after.
I'll watch this and I'll watch that right afterwards.
Okay, because I'm going to get rid of this guy. Hang on. I thought this was weird because I thought, yeah, anything can be done nowadays. I know that. So, like, it could have been filmed to look like it was done in the 80s or something. I just thought it was. Hang on. I got to start this for you guys and then share it this time to the screen. Okay, StreamYard, Facebook, share. Go back here. Sorry, guys. There's so many buttons to push here. Oh, what's going on here? Something just opened on me. It shouldn't be. Sorry, guys. Add to the stage. There we go. Okay, so it's not very long. So I'll play it quickly for you. Like I said, it could have been filmed to be old looking.
If you have any
Okay, where's this?
FM radio or AM radio or any kind of walkie-talkie, we urge you that if you hear static late at night, please respond with the words, Ranger, Ranger. If you do not hear a designated ranger with a badge number, understand how exactly this is possible, but we can confirm it is indeed a walker.
I wasn't worried about the after effects. That could have been faked. Like, that could have been faked. For me, what was weird about it was the fact that that video looks like it was filmed in the 80s or in the early 90s. I don't know. Like, have you ever seen? I've never heard or anything like that. And I mean, we live in rural, or you have lived in rural type community. Hi, Julie Jean Bassett.
I believe it's I believe this is what I believe. What I believe. Because just said, it's how my brain works. One, it's they made a video to look old. What he's describing though is an original thing. He's not talking about a skinwalker. I think it's a reference to when that video was around. It's when the show The Walking Dead was popular, and that's what he's talking about. You're supposed to, and it comes from the zombie movies. If you speak into the walkie-talkie,
use or make the noise of a walkie-talkie in The Walking Dead.
No, he's saying that no, but they're saying if somebody picks up a walkie-talkie and you say Ranger, Ranger, if you don't get an answer back or something, it could be a walker. He's talking about a walker, a dead person who's reanimated. And that's what they're talking about. That's what I think. I don't know if that's right. I am not Dave the All-Knowing. I'm just taking that's the context it reminded me of.
You could be right about the walker because there was a bit more context in the comments.
Yeah, there's probably more than I'm missing.
Skin walker. And I have a problem with that. We've talked about this many times. Like, why do you all jump to the fact that it's a skin walker?
Yeah.
So,
but something like that could be real. But like I said, if they're basing it off something, it felt like maybe they were talking about a walker, like a zombie walker.
I hear you.
But I'm not sure because, like I said, I don't know the context of it. I don't know the context of the film, but that short part, I didn't think it was. I'm not saying it was fake. Somebody
I don't even pay attention to the last part. That part could have been fake. Like, I wasn't.
I didn't see the last part. All I saw was a fire.
And you heard a walkie-talkie with static in the background.
Oh, okay. I couldn't. It's hard for me to hear it on here. But yeah, but that's actually, you know what? If you really think about it, everybody listening right now, what if there was a day one day where you woke up and that was like a protocol you had to do from now on? If it talks into the walkie-talkie, it doesn't answer back, it could be a dead. What if you put that in the context of real life? It makes it really creepy when you think about it.
I don't think and believe me, I've seen more than my fair share of The Walking Dead. And they can't use a walkie-talkie. So
yeah, it depends on what Walking. Remember when the original Walking Dead that came out? It's like they were so slow, you just run. And then as we progressed, then they changed it from just dead people to then they had it was like this anger virus or something like that. And then when people would beat the crap out of you guys.
We gotta go. We got 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we got 2 minutes. By the way, if you'd like to get hold of me or see a real skinwalker, you can go to my website, theywhispertome.com. I don't know if you'll find a skinwalker, but you can read more about me, book a reading if you want to. Please follow me on social media at Medium David Hanzel on both TikTok and Instagram. Beware of scammers. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Spirit Experience, or my Facebook group, The Spirit Experience. And take it away, Lorilei.
If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, stay tuned for the second night of the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoger and Amelia Pisano. I forget the name of this gentleman that's going to be on tonight. Oh my gosh, does he sound fascinating? Because I watched a show last night because Julie Jean Bassett was on the Outer Realm last night, and she was talking about him. He's been on before. I want to say his name's Joshua, and he was talking about historical references and a lot of spooky type of stuff. So I honestly, you guys got to check it out. We want to thank y'all for being here with us, supporting us, helping the show grow for the last year, made it what it was. We had a great anniversary show. We are looking forward to the next year together with all of you. And if you ever want to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me on facebook.com/The Angel Rock for readings. I do teaching and mentoring. I also, what else do? I do Akashic Records, Crystal Reiki.
You're like me now. You're like me.
What do I do? What do I do? Also, I am working. It looks like it may not be till spring about doing that course I talked to y'all about the spirituality course. I'm still working on that. And other than that, yes, don't forget to
One quick last announcement. You guys, please, we talked about getting a Facebook page together. I've been looking to where we're going to put all the videos. I was just going to say that, David. Yeah. I am doing some research on. I did the other day. I went through like what
actually it's going to be a group. We're going to make a group, right? Because we can make
most like be a group and not a page, so we can invite you guys in. We're just trying to figure out a couple of the logistics, but that is coming very soon, you guys.
Yes, that's exactly. David took the words out of my mouth. That was all I was going to say, because we want a space when we're showing stuff like this, especially for the people listening, that you can come and find the links. You got spooky stuff. You caught something on audio or video. We'd love to see it. Or you got questions, and we can all support one another like we do on the show every week. So stay tuned. I was going to say for the Angel Rock this coming
Ryan
Monday.
Peterson.
From 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I forgot to check who I'm having as a guest. It's going to be great. I promise. Anyways, I will see you all on Monday, and David and I will be right back here. Thank you, Ruth Keebler. Ryan, I was way off with Josh. Ryan Peterson, she said, coming up on the Outer Realm. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you for posting that. Anyways, we love y'all. We will see you next week. Stay spooky.
Stay spooky, you guys.
You ready, Dave?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. What's at the foot of your bed?
Oh my God! Did we do it on time?
No, it's still with. It's hard to tell.
Let us know when we get it exactly at the same time. We said we're each giving away a reading. We love you all. Okay, have a great, safe week. Let us stay spooky. Let us know next week anything you guys want to talk about too. So you can certainly send us messages. Okay, love y'all.